On today's modern trawlers, the tuna fishing process has evolved dramatically, combining advanced technology and the expertise of fishermen to maximize yield and minimize impact on the marine environment. Each trip begins with the activation of GPS and fish-finding radar, allowing the captain to pinpoint the mackerel schools moving through the water. Once in position, the trawler deploys the net, a large, sturdy net with a wide opening that retains its shape under water pressure. The two wings of the net are held open by submerged wooden boards called otter boards, which cover a large area of water. Once the net is lowered and the trawler begins to slowly drag the net through the schools of mackerel, underwater sensors monitor the density of the fish in the net in real time and send signals to the control deck. When the desired amount of fish is reached, the crew will operate a hydraulic crane to lift the net onto the deck, where the tuna is transferred to a conveyor system. Here, the fish are sorted, quickly cooled with super cold seawater or directly frozen with a modern freezer to maintain the quality of the fish meat. Some ships also integrate a preliminary processing system, helping to process, package and preserve the fish right at sea. Thanks to automation technology, the fishing process becomes safer, more efficient and reduces risks compared to traditional methods. At the same time, the electronic monitoring system also helps control the catch according to quotas and minimizes bycatch, contributing to a more sustainable marine ecosystem in the future. After the net is pulled up and the tuna are loaded onto the ship, the processing does not stop there. To ensure that the quality of fish meets export or high-end domestic consumption standards, modern trawlers often have a team of well-trained workers, ready to perform steps such as sorting by size. Checking freshness and removing substandard fish. Some vessels are also equipped with surveillance camera systems and artificial intelligence software to support the automation of the sorting process, helping to reduce manual labor and increase accuracy. After being sorted, the mackerel will be packed into stainless steel trays or foam boxes with ice, then transferred to a deep freeze storage warehouse, where the temperature is kept stable below -30 degrees Celsius to maintain the freshness of the fish throughout the journey, which can last for days or even weeks at sea. In addition, modern fishing technology also comes with environmental protection solutions. On large trawlers, the net system is designed with selective devices such as exit doors for non-target organisms, for example sea turtles, small fish, and anti-stick nets to reduce the rate of fish death due to entanglement. Some countries also require vessels to be equipped with satellite data transmission equipment to monitor the journey, fishing area and fishing activities, helping managers easily control the catch, ensuring legality and sustainability. At the end of each fishing trip, the crew will summarize the yield, record the trip log and prepare an electronic report to send to the port. When the vessel docks, all processed mackerel are quickly transferred to specialized refrigerated trucks to be taken to the processing plant or central cold storage. Thanks to the application of advanced technology and professional working processes, mackerel fishing by modern trawlers not only brings high economic efficiency but also meets international standards on food safety and marine resource protection, contributing to the development of the fisheries industry in a green, clean and sustainable direction, not only stopping at fishing and preservation. Many modern trawlers today also integrate oceanographic and marine ecological data collection systems. During the fishing journey, sensors attached to the net body or the bottom of the vessel will record information on water temperature, salinity, depth and density of marine life, thereby helping researchers and authorities have more data to monitor ecosystem fluctuations, as well as identify marine areas that need conservation. This not only enhances the scientific value of each trip but also demonstrates the strong transformation of the fishing industry towards modernization and commitment to environmental protection. In addition, the lives of fishermen on modern trawlers have also been significantly improved. The vessels are often equipped with air-conditioned rooms, dining areas, medical rooms and satellite connection equipment to maintain contact with the mainland. As a result, fishermen can work in more comfortable conditions, reducing fatigue and the risk of occupational accidents when operating machinery or handling fish on board. These factors contribute to improving the productivity and morale of the crew, while attracting the younger generation to join the fishing industry, an inherently difficult and dangerous profession. In the context of increasingly overexploited marine resources, the application of modern technology to tuna fishing is not only an inevitable trend but also a strategic solution to ensure long-term sustainability. Modern trawlers, with the support of positioning technology, automation, real-time data and marine life protection standards, have been contributing to a comprehensive change in the face of the fishing industry. This is not only a technical step forward but also a clear commitment of the industry to the future of the ocean, where livelihoods, resources and ecology must always be harmonized and preserved. It is undeniable that the birth of modern trawlers has opened a new era for offshore mackerel fishing. The ships are no longer simply means of exploitation, but have become floating factories operating in a closed system in the middle of the ocean. Every detail on the ship, from the cockpit with integrated intelligent control system, multi-axis hydraulic crane, to the multi-layer deep freezing system, is designed to optimize performance and product quality. Thanks to that, each sea trip not only brings back a significant amount of mackerel but also ensures that the quality of the fish meat retains its freshness, color and nutritional content as if it had just been caught. This is especially important for export markets to demanding countries such as Japan, Korea, the United States and Europe, where food safety and product traceability are very high. In addition, a notable point in modern trawl fishing is its rapid adaptation to climate change and the movement of ocean currents. Through fishing ground forecasting software and satellite data, captains can adjust routes, fishing areas and net dropping times to suit the actual situation, avoiding sea areas at risk of storms or big waves. This not only helps improve fishing efficiency but also ensures the safety of people and property on board. At the same time, the early warning system and automatic shutdown in the event of an incident also contribute to limiting the risk of fire, collision or oil spills into the sea, problems that are very painful in the maritime industry. Along with technical advances, the human factor is also increasingly emphasized. Sailors and ship operators are regularly trained in standard fishing procedures, labor safety, emergency first aid and modern electrical, mechanical and refrigeration equipment maintenance skills. Thanks to that, they are not only traditional fishermen but have become multi-skilled sea workers who can work flexibly in a high-tech environment. This is a clear demonstration of the shift from a small-scale, manual fishing model to a long-term sustainable industrialized and modernized model. In short, catching mackerel with modern trawlers is no longer a simple activity but has become an important part of the global value chain of the fisheries industry. With the support of science and technology and progressive management thinking, this model is increasingly affirming its key role in ensuring marine food security, creating stable jobs for thousands of workers and making a significant contribution to the marine economy of many coastal countries. This is the inevitable path for the fisheries sector to enter a new era, the era of green development, responsibility and international integration. Not stopping there, the trend of developing modern fisheries also encourages businesses and cooperatives to invest heavily in linking exploitation. Processing and consumption. Aiming to build a closed supply chain for mackerel, modern trawlers no longer operate alone but become links in a large system, where each individual mackerel after being pulled up has an identification code, helping to trace the entire journey from the time it is caught to when it reaches the supermarket or restaurant. Blockchain technology is being researched and applied in this field to improve transparency, prevent commercial fraud and create absolute trust for consumers. At the same time, thanks to the electronic data system, management agencies can monitor real-time catches, detect abnormalities for timely intervention, protect aquatic resources and ensure the implementation of sustainable fisheries development policies. Another aspect that cannot be ignored is the application of marine biotechnology and food science to increase the added value of mackerel products. Right on board. Some modern processing lines can separate mackerel meat to produce fillets, fish cuts, and even extract fish oil, enzymes and nutritional compounds for the pharmaceutical and cosmetic industries. This helps to maximize the use of fishing resources, reduce waste and increase profits for ship owners as well as the fishing community. It is undeniable that strong innovations in the way of catching mackerel with modern trawlers have been and are completely changing the face of the offshore fisheries industry. From a high-risk industry, dependent on experience and weather, fishing has now moved closer to an advanced, planned, controlled and sustainable industrial production model. Each ship is not only a means of fishing, but also a symbol of knowledge, technology and human bravery in the journey to conquer the ocean in harmony with nature. In the near future, when green, clean, sustainable standards become a prerequisite for all manufacturing industries, the model of catching mackerel with modern trawlers will certainly be an important foundation to take the fisheries industry further on the path of integration and development. At the same time, the modernization of trawlers and mackerel catching processes also contributes significantly to the protection of sea and island sovereignty and the comprehensive development of the marine economy. Modern ships equipped with advanced technology are not only means of fishing, but also mobile landmarks affirming the continuous presence of Vietnamese people, or coastal countries in general, in the vast territorial waters. When each ship goes out to sea no longer alone but in groups, connected via satellite waves and information networks, the sea area will not only be economically vibrant but also solid in terms of security strategy.